Imagine yourself standing in the midst of a bustling hockey arena, the sound of sticks slapping against pucks and the roar of the crowd echoing through the air. The smell of freshly cut ice and the faint tang of sweat hang heavy over the rink. This is the world of professional hockey, where the strongest and most skilled athletes clash in a battle of speed, strength, and strategy. But behind the scenes, a different kind of battle is unfolding, the battle for the future of the sport. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is just around the corner, and teams are scrambling to identify the next big stars. But what makes a player a top prospect? Is it their speed, their agility, or their scoring ability? The answer lies in a complex web of statistics, analysis, and intuition. As we delve into the world of hockey analytics, we begin to unravel the enigma of the 2026 NHL Entry Draft. What if the key to success wasn't just about finding the best players, but about finding the right players for your team? The ones who fit your system, your style of play, and your strengths. It's a puzzle that has puzzled coaches and scouts for decades, and one that requires a deep understanding of the game and its intricacies. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is more than just a selection of players, it's a reflection of the sport itself. A microcosm of the strategies, the trends, and the innovations that are shaping the future of hockey. As we explore the hidden patterns and trends of the draft, we begin to see the outlines of a larger picture. A picture that reveals the evolution of the sport, the adaptation of teams to new challenges, and the emergence of new stars. The question is, what will be the defining feature of the 2026 NHL Entry Draft? Will it be the rise of a new powerhouse team, the emergence of a once-in-a-generation talent, or the introduction of a revolutionary new strategy? The answer, much like the draft itself, remains shrouded in mystery. But one thing is certain, the 2026 NHL Entry Draft will be a turning point in the history of the sport. A moment when the course of the future is set, and the fate of teams and players is decided. As we journey through the twists and turns of the draft, we'll encounter a cast of characters that will shape the destiny of the NHL. From the scouts who travel the globe in search of hidden gems, to the coaches who must balance short-term needs with long-term vision, to the players themselves, who must navigate the pressures of expectation and the thrill of opportunity. Each one has a story to tell, a perspective to share, and a role to play in the grand drama of the 2026 NHL Entry Draft. The story begins in the depths of winter when the hockey season is in full swing. The NHL is a whirlwind of activity, with teams battling for playoff spots and players fighting for ice time. But amidst the chaos, a different kind of competition is unfolding. The competition for the future. Scouts and coaches are scouring the globe, searching for the next big thing. They're watching games, analyzing footage, and interviewing players. They're looking for the intangibles, the spark in a player's eye, the fire in their belly, and the will to succeed. As the season wears on, the picture begins to take shape. The top prospects start to emerge, and the draft order begins to take form. Teams are jockeying for position, trying to secure the best possible pick. The tension builds, the stakes grow higher, and the anticipation reaches a fever pitch. And then, in the blink of an eye, it's over. The draft arrives, and the fate of the NHL is decided. The players are chosen, the teams are set, and the future is written. But the story doesn't end there. The real drama is only just beginning. The players must now navigate the challenges of the NHL, the teams must integrate their new stars, and the coaches must adapt their strategies. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is more than just a moment in time, it's a catalyst for change. A spark that sets off a chain reaction of events that will shape the course of the sport. As we watch the story unfold, we're left with a haunting question: what does the future hold? Will the 2026 NHL Entry Draft be a moment of triumph, a turning point in the history of the sport? Or will it be a moment of disappointment, a missed opportunity? The answer, much like the draft itself, remains shrouded in mystery. But one thing is certain, the 2026 NHL Entry Draft will be a journey like no other. A journey into the heart of the sport, the soul of the players, and the minds of the coaches. It's a journey that will take us to the heights of triumph and the depths of despair. A journey that will test our assumptions, challenge our perceptions, and push us to the limits of our understanding. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is more than just a draft, it's an odyssey. A journey into the unknown, a journey into the future. And as we embark on this journey, we're left with a sense of awe, a sense of wonder, and a sense of anticipation. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear, the 2026 NHL Entry Draft will be a moment to remember. A moment that will shape the course of history, a moment that will define the sport, and a moment that will leave us breathless. The question is, are you ready for the journey? Are you ready to unravel the enigma of the 2026 NHL Entry Draft? The answer, much like the draft itself, remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the journey is about to begin, and the future is waiting. The stage is set, the players are ready, and the draft is just around the corner. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is a story of passion, of dedication, and of perseverance. It's a story of the human spirit, of the will to succeed, and of the drive to be the best. As we watch the story unfold, we're reminded of the power of sport to inspire, to motivate, and to transform. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is more than just a draft, it's a testament to the human spirit. A spirit that burns bright, a spirit that drives us forward, and a spirit that will never be extinguished. The journey is about to begin, and the future is waiting. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is a moment in time, a moment that will shape the course of history. It's a moment that will be remembered for generations to come, a moment that will be etched in the annals of the sport. And as we embark on this journey, we're left with a sense of excitement, a sense of anticipation, and a sense of wonder. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is a journey into the unknown, a journey into the future. And as we watch the story unfold, we're reminded of the power of sport to inspire, to motivate, and to transform. The 2026 NHL Entry Draft is a story of the human spirit, a story of passion, of dedication, and of perseverance. It's a story that will be told and retold, a story that will be remembered for generations to come. And as we journey through the twists and turns of the draft, we're left with a sense of awe, a sense of wonder, and a sense of anticipation. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear, the 2026 NHL Entry Draft will be a moment to remember. A moment that will shape the course of history, a moment that will define the sport, and a moment that will leave us breathless.